Hi, everybody. On Sunday in worship, I told the story of the disciples receiving the Great Commission. Matthew 28 says it happened like this. Then the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." It's a little disorienting to hear this command to go, when otherwise we know that our best course of action today is to stay when possible. But in many ways, it is easier to go than it has ever been. We can talk to people from all over the world. Phones, computers, social media make this not only possible, but easy. And given that most of our communication is online these days anyway, it's just about as easy for many of us to speak with neighbors a mile away as it is those thousands of miles away. This presents us with what the disciples would surely see as a miraculous opportunity to share the gospel. Virtual is never as good as face-to-face, and we all know that, but it's still a valuable way to be and stay connected. Today, I hope you might consider your online presence and the ways that you are communicating given today's barriers. Phone calls, texts, social media posts and shares, comments. How are you sharing the story and love of Jesus with others? This is way easier said than done. We can't simply share a Bible verse on Facebook or send a quick text and consider our job done. It goes far deeper than that. What Jesus calls us to is relationship, making disciples through real connection, and this requires some real work on our part, whether online or in person. So there are 3 things I think we need today to make those connections. First, before we open our mouths, type anything to be read, or even organize a mission project, we must open our ears and open our eyes, paying attention to the people around us, genuinely hearing them and considering their perspectives. Too often we speak more than we listen. We accuse and defend more than we simply pay attention. If we listen, we may just come to understand something we didn't before. We may realize that there is more complexity to a situation than we knew, and we may even find a better way to help or share our story. Second, we must be authentic. No games, no gimmicks. The Great Commission has us being honest about who we are. Jesus does not send us pretending to be anything other than simply you and me. Because of this, sharing Christ with others often starts with genuine friendship, meeting real needs in ways that are most helpful, and inviting others into community simply out of a desire to share what's been meaningful to us. Finally, we must focus on what really matters, and that's the love of Christ. We are called to share this in unique ways, and sometimes those ways may even seem at odds with one another. But if we are able to consistently remind ourselves that our mission is to love, then this will help us to continue to reorient our priorities, to recognize when others are sharing love in a different way, and to pierce the chaos with the peace of Christ. And so today I wonder, how are you living the Great Commission? How are you sharing the love and peace of Jesus Christ with those you encounter as you go or as you stay? May the peace of Christ be with you.